Namaste.
Namaste.
Welcome, everyone. It's so good to see you today. Thank you for taking time out to meditate. My name is Tess. This is Noni. Welcome to our meditation space. And thank you to Engage for hosting us today. The topic for our mindfulness meditation today is Befriend Your Mind. We live in the world of our minds. We think constantly. Did you know humans think as many as 60,000 thoughts per day? And yet, how much time do we spend taking care of our minds and our thoughts, or even paying attention to them or observing them? We take our minds for granted. But think about it. Where would you be without your mind? Who would you be without your mind? We identify completely with our minds and our thoughts. So much so that when we think a sad thought, we believe that we are sad. That's how powerful our thoughts are. We go through life just following our thoughts and the feelings that they create. Perhaps not even knowing that we can choose our thoughts and our feelings and our mind habits. We can lead our minds in the direction of happiness and away from suffering. In the Bhagavad Gita, the beautiful epic tale of India, Krishna, the wise and compassionate teacher, said to Arjuna, his devoted student, "Your mind is your best friend and your worst enemy." The mind can lead us to freedom from suffering, just like a best friend. The mind can also lead us to endless suffering, just like a worst enemy. We can choose. We have the power to uplift our minds and the quality of our lives by what we feed our minds. So what do you feed your mind?
Good things, I hope.
Do you feed your mind a steady diet of misery like the news? The news is 95% horrible and depressing, and we don't have the power to change any of it. And what happens when we regularly expose ourselves to tragedy and war and violence and misery that we can't control? We flood our brains and our bodies with stress hormones that make us older and sicker and more miserable. So why keep feeding the mind tragedy and suffering, misery and hatred? Why not just focus on the here and the now with compassion? I've tried that recently for myself, and I find that I'm not only much happier, but my blood pressure is normal again. Do you feed your mind drama, like other people's problems? It's so easy to get wrapped up in other people's issues, those things that only they can change. It's a distraction, and it saps your energy and your precious time. We all have some of those people in our lives, you know, the ones that you can spend hours processing after being with them for 20 minutes. Some people are just magnets for chaos and drama, and they want to have us help fix it. And yet they somehow resist doing the work themselves to fix it. The truth is that we cannot do for someone else that which they will not do for themselves. Their karma and their destiny are in their hands. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh teaches that you are responsible for being kind to yourself first, and then to others. And if distance is required in order for you to be kind to yourself, then you have permission to give yourself distance, so long as you do it with compassion. Do you feed your mind a diet of poison, like the old tapes that play in your head from childhood? It still happens to me from time to time, not on purpose, but if I do something inartfully, I still hear an old critical tape.
I love that phrase, inartfully.
If I hear that critical tape, I have the power to choose to recognize that critical tape. And I can choose to stop that critical tape. And I can choose to play a different tape, simply by thinking a more compassionate or generous thought about myself in that moment. Do you feed your mind a diet or an all-you-can-eat banquet of worry? Worry is a mind habit. It is detrimental to both our happiness and our health. Worry depletes our energy and prevents us from experiencing the beauty of the present moment. Worry really is a complete waste of time and energy. If we can do something about a problem, we should do it as soon as we can. If we can't do something about a problem, we can pray, we can offer compassion, but we should never, ever worry about things that are beyond our control. Do you feed your mind a diet of hopelessness or self-pity? Do you ruminate on your sorrows, your pains, your ailments, your limitations and problems? It is good to be aware of these habits of mind. Feeling hopeless is a habit. Self-pity is a habit. Habits can be easily changed. Negative habits can be replaced by good habits. Negative thoughts can be replaced by uplifting thoughts. Thich Nhat Hanh suggests that we can simply invite an uplifting thought to replace a negative thought when we're aware of it. Projecting negative thoughts into the future is guaranteed to make your future miserable. The good news is we have freedom here. We have the power to intervene when we recognize that the mind is taking us in a negative direction. The mind is a creature of habit. If we don't watch our thoughts, they will take us to the old habitual places, to those tapes and mind habits that lead to suffering. And this is what Krishna meant when he said, your mind can be your worst enemy. We can befriend our mind and lead it out of trouble into tranquility. We can befriend our mind and lead it to equanimity, contentment, peace, and happiness. We can feed our mind a diet of uplifting thoughts, a diet of gratitude, a diet of compassion for ourselves, a diet of meditation, the deepest possible rest for the mind, a diet of peaceful thoughts, a diet of at least 10 minutes a day in nature, or contemplating being in nature if you can't get out into nature.
Or just looking out the window.
Exactly. A diet of loving kindness for ourselves first, and then for all beings. A diet of mindfulness, of being present without judgment, breathing mindfully. And we can feed our minds a diet of wonder by being in the present, completely aware in the here and now. You're open to observe and experience the many miracles that take place within and around you every day. If we make it a habit to feed the mind these things, we'll become established in our own true nature. And our true nature is happiness. And this is what Krishna meant when he said, the mind can be your best friend and can lead you to freedom from suffering. And now, meditation.
So you can stretch and reach for the sky, shake out your feet and toes, and then take a nice, comfortable, upright posture that's conducive to meditation. Place both your feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Feel the grounding support of the chair and the floor beneath you. You can place your hands in Chin Mudra with your thumbs and your forefingers gently touching, and then rest your hands palms down on your thighs. Now you can gently lengthen your spine upwards. Oh, I'll do it too. If you tuck your chin down just a tiny wee bit, as if you were nodding to someone, this will slightly elongate the back of your neck, and then the crown of your head will gently reach toward the ceiling. There's no need to force anything here. If you're uncomfortable in a position, you can just alter it until you have no uncomfortable or pain. Broaden your chest and then relax your shoulders. This helps to open your heart chakra. And again, remember not to force anything. Now you can smile. A nice, big, beautiful smile. This will help to release your facial muscles that are tight, and it will melt your stress away. Let your jaw completely relax and allow your tongue to rest gently on the floor of your mouth. Please close your eyes if you haven't done so already, and let your eyelids become soft. Let your gaze become soft, and focus on your breath. Feel your breath as it moves in through your nose, through your throat, through your chest. And then as you release it, Feel it go the opposite direction, out of your chest, out of your throat, out of your nose. Take a slow, deep breath in and let it out fully. Take another deep breath in and release it slowly. And once more, a slow, deep breath in and let it out fully. And now you can return to your normal rate of breathing. Take a moment to scan your body for any sign of tension, discomfort, or restlessness. And if you find any of those uncomfortable spots, breathe peacefulness and tranquility to each of the uncomfortable areas and spend some time with this. Just breathe peacefulness and tranquility into any tight places. And now we'll be using our breath mantra. Our breath mantra is Hamsa. It's a Sanskrit word. It's spelled Hamsa for us Westerners. This mantra follows our breath. It's the most natural way to focus your mind and to enter a calm state. So, on your in-breath, silently repeat hum. And on your out-breath, silently repeat sa. Hum on your in-breath, sa on your out-breath. Now, please silently say the following phrases to your mind. I'll say them and then you quietly repeat them in your own mind. Oh, my dear mind, thank you for being my lifelong companion. I would know nothing without your assistance. You and I are interdependent. Your good fortune is my good fortune. Your sadness is my sadness. Your happiness is my happiness. I want the best for you, and I know you want the best for me. Oh, my mind, I promise to take care of you for as I would my very, very best friend. I promise to guide you in the direction of light, of love, peace, of happiness. I promise to feed you uplifting thoughts about myself and about others. I promise to calm you with meditation. I hope to do it every day. I will be aware of your thoughts. And mind, if you begin to entertain negative thoughts, I will compassionately guide you to uplifting thoughts, loving thoughts. I will care for you by sheltering you from chaos. I will care for you by eating healthy foods, by exercising, and spending time in nature. Oh, my mind, I know one of the best things. I will care for you by contemplating gratitude. Gratitude for all that I have and for all that I don't have. Oh, my mind, I will look after you as you have looked after me with great compassion and great love. Hum on your in-breath, sa on your out-breath. Hum on your in-breath. Sa on your out-breath. Now silently repeat after me. I am that essence which is calm, peaceful, and serene. I am that essence which is calm, peaceful, and serene. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. If thoughts come while you're meditating, just let them come without engaging with them. Just observe the thought and then return your focus to your breath and to your breath mantra. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. And now please silently repeat after me. I am that essence which is able to bestow calm, peaceful, and serene compassion. I am that essence which can bestow calm, peaceful, and serene compassion. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. And you can continue in this way as we meditate. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. Hum on the in-breath. Sa on the out-breath. And now meditate. You can begin to bring your awareness back to the room. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Taking a nice deep breath. Welcome back. Let your breath out slowly and fully. We always have a reminder, whether you're with us or whether you're by yourself, whenever you meditate, please shake out your legs and ankles and feet after you meditate. And before you stand up, we do not want anybody to fall. And now it's your turn. I think if you raise your hand, the moderator will acknowledge that you're the person who would like to say something. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments? Do you have any insights? Do you have any great experiences that you would like to share with the group or with us? And don't be bashful, because other people learn from our questions. I'll go first. I love the phrase, if I should do something inartfully, because it makes me laugh as I recognize that maybe I did something that wasn't artfully done or said or listened to or paid attention to or handled properly. And it gives me a chance to reset the way I want to see and hear and think and say to people. Anybody else have something they'd like to share? Oh, you're all bashful today? You're all realized beings? Yeah. Wait a second. We don't have you.
Okay.
He's talking, but it's not coming through.
Oh, you can't hear?
No.
Can we unmute Ray?
There
There
I
it is.
unmuted.
There you are.
I'm sorry. I thought I was able to communicate the whole time. Yeah, yeah, it's a great experience. It's such a great. You took me so many places. You did the last time, and you did today, and I'm really grateful for the chance to get deep within my mind and relax.
It's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you. We're really thrilled that you could join us.
Yes.
I look forward, I've been meditating now for 50 years, every day. And I still look forward to meditating every day, more than anything else in the day, because I see the benefit
Yes.
while I'm meditating, and I see it after I meditate in my clarity and my happiness and my energy level and my ability to focus.
Mhm.
It pays off. So it's a great practice for the mind, for the body, and for the spirit.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I just recently joined a Tai Chi group, and that too is really beneficial and
Yes.
yeah,
That is
exactly.
wonderful
Yes.
practice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
True.
meditation in motion. And
Yes.
there really are a lot of moving meditations you can do. Chair yoga is also one. And Thich Nhat Hanh teaches a walking meditation
Mhm.
where you focus exclusively on the sensation of your foot touching the earth very gently and slowly. And the next one, touching the earth very gently and slowly while you pay attention to your in-breath and out-breath. And it's just like sitting for meditation, but you get the benefit of the sunshine too.
Yes.
That's great. Tai Chi is wonderful for so many things,
Yes.
including balance.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's the problem I have. I was diagnosed with Parkinson's, I don't know, maybe 2, 3 years ago, and I'm still trying to learn how to balance and
It's
get,
tricky.
get past my fright of stairs. And
Yeah. Yeah.
Stairs. Whew.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Mine is just brain injury from whacking my head on concrete too many times, but stairs.
Yeah. Stairs got the better of me a long time ago.
It's handy. You can go up or down a level, but
Yes. So
yeah.
what do you got
Is
going
there-
on next time? Noni?
Is there anybody else besides us and Ray who are having a wonderful conversation here? Would anyone else like to chime in and ask a question or give us a comment? Maybe we're the only ones here today, Ray.
Right. I don't see any others on my screen.
We have a lot of people who come in after the class posts, and then they stay at home after work or after their other activities.
So,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I thought the thought for today was just absolutely spot on for me. My mind, I've got to remember that I can choose where it goes.
yeah.
Yes, you're in
Nobody
charge.
taught us that when we were kids. I just wish they would have.
Me too.
Yeah.
But it's true. We can actually, and it takes some practice to actually watch the thoughts percolate as they arise and identify them. Hey, is this where I want to go? Yeah. And then pivot, yeah, and introduce a thought that's more constructive or more healing or more happy.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
It's a good habit.
I've always told my wife that how my mind works, it's like the Rolodex, that if there's a response, it stops at one, and wait a minute, we can't say that, you know?
Yes, and the more years go by, the thicker the Rolodex is, so it takes longer to get through.
Truly. Then you've forgotten why you're in there looking for something.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for
you.
coming to the class.
Yeah.
Our next class is going to be on April 14th, also a
April-
Monday. April 14th. It's
April 14th at
1
1
o'clock.
1.
1
Okay.
o'clock. And so far, we're always meeting on a Monday.
Yes, we will.
So,
All year.
and it will be the second Monday of each month.
Yes.
The next class is called the Wet Noodle Meditation. It's called a wet noodle meditation because it's great for deep relaxation. It's like by the time you're done, you're sort of like a wet noodle.
Yeah.
And we'll guide you through how to be a wet noodle.
Completely relaxed.
Yeah. So we're very grateful for those who came in person today.
Look forward to it.
Yeah, and we're all
Have a great
free.
day.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Yep.
All right.
Now, for anybody who chimes in later, thank you for coming in later.
Yes.
And we'll see you next
Namaste.
time.
Yes. Namaste.
Namaste.